So yes, we are now in our closing ceremony, wrapping up ZK Hack Kraków. It's been so cool hanging out with all of you over the weekend and getting to see the amazing things that you've built. I think we're going to very quickly just remind everyone a little bit about ZK Hack.
Yes, so I mean, you obviously know by now, but that's where you learn and be onboarded into ZK. So for the newcomers, the people who join and hack on ZK for the first time over the weekend, I hope you had fun and you enjoyed being around some of the more experts from the ZK world.
We're just, yeah.
Yeah, cheers to that, thanks.
Getting into ZK Hack, as you know, you have the website, the Discord, the study groups. We have the ZK Mesh newsletter, which is coming out in 2 weeks. We do this every month. Online events, IRL hackathons, we do job fairs. This is the website. This is we assume you are all in here now. We have announced this.
Someone just asked me about it like 10 minutes ago.
Okay, you should be in there. Yeah.
Yeah, if you have some pictures you want to, send and share the good vibe that we had all over the weekend, this is our X account at the top. Use the hashtags and please share some pictures. We've seen a lot of timelines being invaded. I received some messages from people being very sad they're not here, but I told them I was very happy to be there. Thanks to all the pictures you sent. So yeah, keep doing so. The day is not completely finished yet.
All right, we want to say a big thank you to the sponsors. The top sponsors, top partners of ZK Hack Kraków were Aleph Zero, O1 Labs, and Mina. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's clap.
Thanks to our base sponsor as well, Hile, Polygon, Nethermind Research, Avail, ZK Lighter, and Gevulat.
Community sponsors, Fairmath, Phoenix, Scroll, ZK Sync, WorldCoin, and Snarkify. Thank you.
Thanks to our prize partner, ZKV, and our media partner, Zero Knowledge Podcast.
Yeah, and the videos from the workshops and this video, or the video of this closing ceremony, will all be on the Zero Knowledge Podcast YouTube channel. All right. So we are currently at the end of our program. The only thing left we have is our winners announcements coming up soon. Are you excited? Are you all excited to hear who's winning? Yeah? Okay, and then after that, we actually take a little bit of a break, we hang out, and there's an after party, which is sponsored by Aleph Zero at Utopia. Oh, and you have to sign up for it.
Yeah, we'll share the link on the Discord. So again, another reason why you need to be on the Discord. Well, if you want to get in the after party, please join. We'll put back the QR code if needed.
Okay, so before we announce the winners of the ZK Hack Kraków hackathon overall, we have the bounties from our partners. And we have our partners who are going to come up and share who won the bounties this time around. We want to start with Aleph Zero, so here you go. See if it works.
1-1. I think it works. Okay, so thanks everyone. We had a lot of great submissions, not an easy choice. But we had 3 tracks. One was global, which is not really a track. It was just a way to not commit to a particular track with our bounties before we see the solutions. And this is how it looks like. So, Project Corn Hub, which is age verification to gatekeep from using the website to access the content. Very nice front end. Generally, it works. We love solutions that work. But definitely not an easy task to do on a hackathon to deliver the full solution which works. This has a mobile proving with reasonable proving times. So generally, very nice project. Then Snarky. This is a hacker path, not a product path. That's snark-friendly symmetric encryption. This is specifically as to fill one of our hacker path requests. Then, private UTXO discovery.
Ooh.
That's a very important problem. It was not actually one of the problems that we proposed, but it's very related to what we do. This is generally a very important problem in privacy, how to discover UTXOs in such a way that we don't reveal who we are, so we don't make our own transactions more linkable, but we also don't download too many data. This project was coded from scratch with learning with errors. Protocol was coded basically from scratch. A lot of code, a lot of work. Well, definitely also a lot of work to be done, but great project anyway. Thanks for talking with us during the entire hackathon. We've seen you working very hard. And the first place, Gemstone Builders. Not sure who've seen this game. This is a really fun game that, well, again, works, has a nice front end. The idea is that if anyone has seen Factorio, the game, well, basically, you can build your factory, commit to your factory, and then run it in ZK in such a way that on-chain, no one can see your factory, but you can mint ERC20 tokens based on how optimized your factory is. So basically, you can compete with other factory builders and then trade your tokens eventually.
Very cool.
Yeah. So that's all about our bounties. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Congrats to the winners. Next up, we have the O1 Labs folks who are going to share their bounties.
Hey everyone, I'm Harish from Mina Foundation, and I will be giving out bounties for the O1 Lab submissions. I also wanted to thank ZK Mom and Dad for this wonderful event. And if Agnieszka is in the audience, the venue is amazing. She's not bribed me to say it, I really do believe so. So we split this into Mina Foundation and O1 have split the bounties into two categories. So the O1JS winners was for a set of crypto primitives, and Team Bobber of Lux and Pablo, they implemented Shamir's secret sharing algorithm and a partial implementation of BLS. And they also contributed some code to O1JS, and which has been merged. So big thumbs up to them. An honorable mention for Team ZK Sunshine, which is an adventure which allows you to create quizzes and have them deployed and hunt them. So congratulations, Team ZK Sunshine.
Congratulations. Yeah. Thanks.
I'm doing Mina as well.
You're doing Mina. Oh, you're also going to do the
Yep.
Minas. I think it's...
Yep. And the next set of bounties are for Mina. The theme we had was to build a ZK app chain using ProtoKit framework, which allows you to launch an L2 on Mina. So the first place goes to Team Popcorn. I'm sorry, I did not add the names of the teams. There were some really creative entries, and we'll figure out a way to put them up. But the project Popcorn took a very novel approach to showing the proof of private key ownership without using a signature. So the first place goes to them. Second place, ZK Mina on-ramp. They are using on-ramp and off-ramp to Mina network using emails and a lot of primitives and zero knowledge, such as ZK regex, and they're verifying the email signatures. So we are really excited to see how this project evolves. The third place goes to ZK Pass, which is an event management and ticketing solution using NFTs. So congratulations to the top three winners. We also have a number of honorable mentions. These were like really cool projects. So ZK Peer, which is a peer-reviewed anonymous publishing platform. They have a really cool review system thought out, so we want to see how they can carry on in the future. Neighborhood.io is a solution where you can leave compliments about your neighbors in an anonymous format. And Team ProtoLend for a decentralized lending protocol. So thank you all. We really appreciated. Yeah, we really appreciated you coming and building on O1 and Mina. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, Hile, please come on stage.
Yo, folks. Click this way, this way. It's going to be very orange.
Hey.
So we'd like to thank the teams that worked on Highly. Unfortunately, because of some technical issues, mainly with Bartenberg and ResZero, I'm not naming anyone. It was pretty difficult to debug on Highly, but thanks again for really trying and pushing it. So we'd like to thank the ZK team, which is comprised of Armando over there, who cried some tears of blood to compile ResZero, his computer first 3 times, but he managed to push it. And I'm really proud to announce that this is the first time that an external team has been deploying a smart contract on Highly, so I'm really, really, really happy for this. Wow. And huge shout out to the team that is going to make mad bang from this event, the Corn Hub team. I just think that just from the name alone, you folks had won. You could have just had an empty README and you would have won. So thanks again for providing the best identity provider on Highly, even though you didn't manage to actually deploy it and run it because of Aztec. Thank you, folks.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So next up, I will call Nethermind research team on stage.
Here you go. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. My name is Antonio. Yes, thank you. From Nethermind Research. No. Yeah, I'm really glad to be here. We are going to announce the winners now. Let's go. So each one of the prizes is 1,000 each. No one submitted to our latest track, unfortunately. But yeah, best cryptography for society, to Corn Hub, a really nice project. Wow. We all know that. It works. Best proof of provenance, proven view, amazing project, really cool tech. Different tech stacks and different proving systems. And for the best ZKML, we got ZKMNIST, really fun and interesting project. And it really brings up like the challenges and the limitations and problems of ZKML. And yeah, that's all. Congratulations to all the winners.
Thank you very much. Next up, I'm going to call ZK Lighter team. Please come on stage. Here you go.
Thank you. I guess our idea was to try and get kind of like proof of activity. So like people either for KYC or kind of centralized exchange users to kind of bring their experience over to sort of our exchange. And I want to thank everyone for their submissions. We had some tough choices to make, and definitely the slides were a bit last minute. So that was the previous version. So firstly, I'd like to thank ZK Guard for sort of the most comprehensive solution. They were able to kind of not only sort of prove KYC, but also prove activity from like Binance, for example, which was great. So I'd love to give them a round of applause. Thank you, ZK Guard. Congrats. I guess in second place, we have ZK Score. So in this case, he was able to kind of use some innovation to also bring on-chain activity into the mix, which I really liked. And thanks to that, I would also like to sort of, Daniel, where are you? There. I would also like to invite you to have an interview with our CEO. So thank you, Daniel. And then finally, I guess you guys are taking all the prizes, but thank you, Corn Hub, for the best like user experience. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. Okay, next up. So the Avail team was actually supporting from outside, so they were just online. And they've been awarding the best application prize to Clusum for $500. So yeah, congrats to them. And next, I will call Givelot on stage to announce the winner. Nice t-shirt.
Thanks. So first of all, we would also like to thank everyone for the submissions and for the great work. Let me announce the winner. It's Gevurisk. Actually, Andre deployed an existing prover on Gavelot. It was the risk zero prover, and the bounty is $1,000. Amazing job. Thanks a lot.
Congrats, the winner.
Thank you very much. So Polygon was not on site. They have an off-site for their company. So they're gonna be looking into the other projects that have been submitted a bit later, and they will announce the judgment in the next few days, hopefully.
Yes.
Oops.
For the community sponsors, we're just going to read these ones, but Fairmath awarded $500 to FHE Voting. Congrats. Phoenix had 3 prizes, awarded it to Note as first place, FHE Voting as second, and FHE Sorted List. Congrats to all of you. Very cool to see FHE at the ZK Hack. And ZK Sync had first prize to ZK MNIST for 2,000. Congrats. And another one to you guys. Cornhub and Privacy Voting came in second. Very cool.
Congrats, everyone. Thank you to the sponsors team.
So it's the moment of truth.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you want to know the winners?
Do you want to know who won? Are you curious?
Yeah.
Can you deduce in any way? So we're going to be announcing these winners. They're actually also going to be, I think they're all going to be coming up to present, which is going to be cool. All right. So I don't even know what comes next.
You have one slide.
Okay. We're starting this time with the Chewing Glass Prize. I mentioned this early on in when we kicked this off. The first time we did ZK Hack, we didn't have this prize, but we realized we needed a prize for an implementation, where you're just doing the cryptography. It might not look as much like an application. It might not, be brandable in the same way, but we wanted to award this. And so for this edition's Chewing Glass Prize, we have
Airfryer.
Guys!
Congratulations, guys.
Nice. And the Chewing Glass Prize is a $5,000 prize, so it's a good one.
It's a good prize.
Same
Well done, guys.
as number 1, so congrats for that. So this one. Next up, we have Hacker's Choice, and you all actually know who Hacker's Choice winner was.
The suspense is real.
Yeah, so it was really hard to choose. You can see he's trying.
Yeah.
So we have it. Cornhub, congrats.
Okay. So now we're on to our top 3 announcements. So at ranking 3rd for ZK Hack Kraków is Chip Zero. Congratulations. Amazing amount of work over the weekend.
Prize number 2. Coming in second. More. We have Private UTXO Discovery.
And the grand winner of ZK Hack Kraków is Gemstone Builders.
Congratulations!
Well done, guys.
We must admit, lines got blurred on the Chewing Glass top 3 for this one. We will admit that. But congrats.
ZK Hackathon, so I think that makes sense.
Congrats to everyone. Oh yeah, actually, we can also say one of the prize winners was not ZK even. It was
True,
AP.
Private UTXO is technically not ZK, yeah.
ZK Hack evolves as more advanced cryptography comes into the fray and is usable. So we're very excited about that. I want to just mention that the prizes will be awarded by ZKV. ZKV is another project that I'm involved in. ZKV always ZKV invests and offers grants and actually likes to fund things like this because we get to put money back into the ZK community. So you will be in touch with the ZKV folks for that. We want to say many, many thanks to our judges this time. I think if you're here, do you want to just stand up real quick? To all of the judges, please jump up.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. So this was the best and smoothest judging so far for ZK Hack. We've had some the previous ones were very stressful. This time around, these folks took time, they listened to your projects, spent time really thinking and talking about it after, but our sessions were really great, and I think we've quite quickly, found who we wanted to award these to. Just before we start on the winners presentation, so actually we'll start with Chewing Glass. Should we go in the order that we did? So we'll start with Chewing Glass. If you guys want to come up here. Yeah. I just realized we actually forgot to do the honorable mention slide, but you can find our honorable mentions in that list that you voted on. So those teams will all be announced on Twitter as our honorable mention projects. So congrats to all of you.
Congrats to them.
Yes.
Thank you.
I can, yeah. I just close it. Just close it. Yeah. just close it.
Done. Good.
Okay. Okay, I'll give it to them. Nice. I'll give it to them. All right. So thank you. It's been great being here and hacking. Super exciting. And yeah, let's get into air-fried get. So it's a Stark backend for Noir. So why do we do this? Well, elliptic curves, slow, not great. Also, bread and burger, CBP, yikes. What if there was something that was fast, cute, open source, that could serve as an alternate prover to Bredenberg? Enter air-fried get. It's air, it's fry, and it's a backend. Wow, tell me more. What is air-fried get? Well, we take Noir code, we let the front end of Noir compile it down to Acer, and then enter the air-fried get, which does its magic and uses Plonky free to output a Stark. So what did we actually do? So we're compiling Acer to air. And in terms of the Acer opcodes that are working, we have SR0, which is just expressions. We have copy constraints working, almost. And of course, like actual proving and verifying. And as you can see, 9 out of 10 experts recommend air-fried guide. And I think I'll hand it over to Phil now for the live demo. Thanks.
Live demo. Let's see. And as always, live demo disclaimer. So, wait, how do I hold and type? Okay. All right. Perfect. Thanks. So, many of you know Noir maybe. So it's like a Rust-like zkDSL, quite a high level. I'm not sure if it's actually the first, but it kind of got itself known to be like the first zkDSL to implement an if statement. So here we have an example circuit. We made it a bit more complex after our presentation because during the presentation it was a very simple circuit, just to show that it actually works. So yeah, we have our circuit here, and you can actually, so I already have everything installed locally, but yeah, if we open up the terminal, we can actually compile with our like special version of Nargo that has the baby bear curve. So we go into our folder here. We do Nargo compile with expression with 3. So this limitation is just because of like how we do the conversion from like the expressions to building like the Stark circuit. So we compile this, and it generates a file in target, and then we can actually execute to do the witness generation, and we'll call our witness file. Oh yeah, I can increase the size. Is that better? Right. Yeah. And yeah, we just generate the witnesses and save it in target as well. And then we can just actually run the tool. So let me prevent it from being regenerated. And we run it. And then, yeah, this is the, so it shows you the actual like constraint system, like the equation. It also spits out the proof. And it also, so right now we don't expose the actual like proof and the actual like proof data outside of CLI. So what it does is it generates the proof and then immediately verifies it afterwards. But that could like easily be exposed, like where I have the JSON up there, you just have to like ingest it back in. And yeah, I guess I can also show like actually changing it. 1 sec. Give me. Okay. So like for example, you just saw that our circuit had 7 gates, but like for example, if we remove and assert and like just remove this for loop, for example, it'll like actually rebuild. So let's do the run. Oh, first we have to recompile. So we made a little script here that runs the 2 nargo commands. But yeah, if we recompile here, it'll build everything. And yeah, now the circuit only has 6 gates. It changed the equation, and yeah, the proof also changed, but yeah, it's a bit harder to notice. So yeah, that's like rough demo, and yeah, that's AR Fry guys.
Congratulations.
AirFry Get, thank you.
Congratulations. Cool. All right. Next up, we will have, I think, Hacker's Choice. I think we'll go in the order that we presented, right? All right. CornHub, what is this winning project that we all need to hear about? Here, actually. You guys want? Thanks.
All right, hey everyone. Hello everyone. Thanks very much for your vote. We really appreciate it. Let's check out what CornHub's all about. There you go. You all set? Classic. Does it ring a bell to anyone? Apparently there's some other site that's similar to this, but I'm not really sure myself personally. Yeah. No idea. All right, so this is CornHub, and please feel free to read it. I spent a lot of time with the puns and a lot of other cool stuff here. So let me just get QuickTime working with my phone. That way I can. That's going to be part of the demo. So let me just. Hopefully it appears in the list here. Let me just give me a sec. That's weird. Well, you get to see the contest. Don't worry. All right. Cool. Okay, so this is going to be a live demo, including like end-to-end, scanning my e-passport into the phone. But essentially, yeah, so actually we'll do that first. We'll open up ZK Passport on my phone. Oh, by the way, sorry, yeah, I'm Michael from ZK Passport. And I'm Theo from Ocelots. And together we're Team CornHub. All right. So yeah, so this is ZK Passport. This is the start page. This is my Australian issue passport. And the first part is I'm going to scan the MRZ region, which is this key that's used to scan the actual NSE chip. Usually it's located on the inside. Okay. There you go. Cool, so this is my passport data that's pulled directly from the NFC chip on my government issued e-passport, signed by the Australian government. There's like an RSA signature in there. And then, yes, the next part of this flow is going to be scanning a QR code. So back to CornHub, we go verify age, and this is going to generate a unique QR code, which I'm then going to scan with my phone. That's then going to detect that it was scanned straight away, and then it's going to present the credentials that the service is requesting. So in this example, it's just proof of age. That's the only thing that's going to be revealed to the service. But it's quite granular. There's a whole bunch of different credentials that you can prove, all related to your passport data that's digitally signed by a recognized government, and yeah, selectively reveal information kind of like on your own terms. So in this example, I'm going to press accept, and that's going to start generating the proof locally on the device. And yeah, this should take about 10 or so seconds. Once this proof is generated, it gets submitted back to the original website, which then verifies it in the front end to get completed. And then this is the magic here. This is Corn Hub essentially, yeah.
There you go, as promised.
So please feel free to read through this. This took the majority of the actual project time. It's pretty much one-to-one, except obviously it's a bit more friendly theme, family-friendly wise with the corn references. But yeah, the idea here, as you can see, is clear to protect children that are going to be able to otherwise be exposed in the current day and age where it's very easy to access corn content online. And so, yeah, over to Theo if you want to give an overview on why this is an important thing.
Well, I think we can just say that this is a great way to prevent children to access those kind of content, and we present it in a rather funny way, but this is a real use case. So,
yeah, great. Thanks for your time, guys. Appreciate it.
Also, in case people have not noticed the shirt at the workshop, I think you're the only person who worked at the workshop into the project, so congrats on that. Very cool. All right. Very cool. Next up, we have our third place winner, Chip 0. Plug in here. Yeah. And then I think this is going to get, it's automatically in there.
This to
it'll
move the slides.
It'll actually work. It's going to give you a little prompt to accept it. And this thing, yeah, exactly. You can actually just go back. You can just quit out of this, and I think it'll still work.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we've seen people try that. Let's see if it does. But do you want me to just check? Yeah, exactly. If you can make it slideshow, yeah.
Hello. So hey everyone, I built Chip 0 for ZK Hack. I was planning to name it Chip XXX earlier. Maybe that would have helped, but yeah. Anyway, so Chip 0 is a implementation of it's a ZK VM implementing the Chip 8 instruction set. So Chip 8 is a register-based VM which has 8-bit registers and a 16-bit address space. It's a reduced set instruction set, so it has only 35 instructions, and it's a very you can think of it as a CPU which would have existed in the, let's say, the 1980s or something. So it runs at a very low clock speed. So it runs at 500 hertz. So what this enables is that you can, if you're running a program on this instruction set, because it is running at 500 hertz, you can run the program for a long while without exploding your memory space wherever you're running the program. So what the project does is that it runs a program on this Chip 8 ZK VM, and it creates a proof that, given an input program and a set of inputs, you get some particular output. Now, this output could be a state of your memory after executing the program, the display of the VM after executing the program, or anything else. And yeah, the ZK VM was implemented using Plonky 3, which is a Stark library for implementing Starks. So why build this? First of all, I put it in the end, but it was a great learning project and it was fun to build. A bit challenging, but still fun. But yeah, you can think of, so this particular implementation is built on Plonky 3, right? But you can have the same ZK VM implementation on other proving systems. So it could be a good tool for benchmarking different proving systems. Before doing this, I've been looking into ZK VMs for the last couple of months, and what I've realized is that a lot of different teams are building their own implementations of different ZK VMs or ZK VMs, right? And each of these teams use different small tricks which are not documented everywhere. So you have a lot of good documentation on the proving system, and you have a good documentation on the applications built on top, right? But a lot of knowledge, in my opinion, is kind of lost in in the VM layer, which not a lot of people are aware of. And yeah, you can probably use this to implement, let's say, a video gaming console I mean, you can implement like a video gaming console, a ZK version of a video gaming console as well, and do like provable speed running or provable high scores or something. So yeah, how does it work? So, so the ZK VM consists of like 7 different start tables, which are connected together using like this lookup argument called logup. I'm not going to go into too much detail because there's not much time, but yeah, it uses different like concepts from ZK VM design, like cross-table lookups, offline memory checking, pre-processing of some like tables, etc. And I can show you like an architecture diagram. It's probably not visible, but yeah, like I look like this, like explaining this, but yeah, I can probably show like a small demo of how it works. So I have this thing ready. Okay, thank you. So this is me playing Snake on the ZK VM. And what's happening right now is that the VM is storing like the execution trace of the program. So all my moves, all like the state of the register, state of the memory and everything.
How long will you play?
Just let me know when the presentation ends. But yeah, like whenever I quit, what will happen is that like the program will take whatever execution trace we've built till now and then create like a stark proof of all of it. Yeah, it'll take a while because yeah, I played for a few seconds. But you can see that the like the proof was completed and there's verification. Like the error interrupt is because I interrupted the program. But that was it. So that is like chip 0, chip 8, ZK VM. Thank you.
Thanks, Ayush. Next up, we have the private UTXO discovery team. Please come on stage.
Test, test. How do I click next? Or can I click next from here? Or do I have to? Okay, hi. Hi, everyone. We are from private UTXO Discovery, and this is Kai, and my name is Chi. Good to see everyone. First off, thank you to all mentors who have been providing ample support. Without you guys, we can't be here. We don't understand a single stuff. So yeah, just want to get it out of the way. So what is private UTXO Discovery? So now imagine in the case of a private application, normally private transfer like Tornado Cash, the bare bones of private applications are mainly UTXO based. So you can imagine now there is a bunch of UTXOs here in the network. And how people, how can I say, get data from UTXO is that they need to install everything. They need to like download or make RPC calls to, install everything locally, and they do this thing called brute force decryption. So one by one, they'll go to each UTXO to see if it's theirs or not, and go to the next, and so on and so forth. So you can imagine that it's a very arduous task, expensive, slow, and bad for UX. So imagine if you were to start up like a fresh user in a browser, and then you have to just do this, wait for 5 minutes. However long the protocol requires. So you can imagine that the longer the protocol exists, the more transfer exists, the longer you have to so-called sync to the latest state. So yeah. A couple of examples as to how people want to do this is that on the left is that you want to know the total balance, which is encrypted. So you have to go one by one to know if the UTXO belongs to you. The other one is a very simple example in Tornado Cash where they want to generate proofs when they are trying to receive the transfer from the protocol. So you need to bunch them together. You need to have all the UTXOs to be able to create like the Merkle path, and then you generate a proof, and then you prove it to the protocol. So that's why you need UTXOs. You need to know the UTXOs. Unfortunately, like I mentioned, right, the process now is that you have to install everything locally and then one by one go through it. So what if we can abstract this process out? What if we can delegate this task to like a centralized server, and you just need to query for the UTXOs that you need. So imagine now, right, we have a DB that you're able to send an encrypted query. So in other words, the DB do not know what you're querying for, and the DB will return you an encrypted response. So imagine that will exist. So this is how it looks like. In the point of view of the DB here, the DB will learn nothing from the result. So basically, however, you're able to know the response or result. So the DB is just like a place for you to store storage. The DB learns nothing from whatever you're trying to query. The DB learns nothing from the response as well. So to them, they don't understand anything because of this crypto primitive called PIR. So I'm going to allow Kai to talk more about how the math works.
So I guess like basically some of the changes to the protocol as compared to like say Tornado Cash is like when the sender wants to send a node to the receiver, it has to generate like a cryptographic tag so that the receiver later on can query the database on that. So basically we got some of these equations from a post on Aztec forum by John Majaya, and we kind of just want to implement it. How it works is that when the user would like to find out which UTXO node belongs to itself, it would generate this encrypted query to look for a specific column in the database. So you can think of the database as the database storing all the UTXO nodes. So this encrypted query got sent to the server. The server will return a response, which is basically just a multiplication of the entire database together with this encrypted query. So the server does not learn anything about which column is actually being queried. And send this, the response is sent back to the client, and on client side, they will do a bunch of like decryption to eventually like get the column that is actually retrieving the data for. So I guess the motivation of this is just so that you don't have to brute force trial decryption every UTXO node that ever existed, and just outsource the computation to a server for that. Yeah, I guess like that's kind of what we built for the hackathon. Yeah, like if you want to run, you can probably just run the tests on the GitHub or something. But yeah.
That's all. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Thanks. We're going to call the ZK Hack Kraków winners on stage for the last presentation. Gemstone Builders. Yes, please come on stage, guys. Some applause, please. They won.
As Jacobi is setting up, we would like to thank all of you for your votes. It was a pleasure to be here, and we had a lot of fun. We are actually quite surprised that we got the first prize.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. All right. Thanks of all. Thank you. This is a great honor, and I would like to extend a thank you to people who are not here, also as an apology to my university professors from a few years ago who desperately tried to teach me how to do description languages. You are so right. I was so wrong, and it all paid off in the end. So for this hackathon, we built a game inspired by Factorio. It's a game that actually works. I will give you a QR code later today, and you can start playing it today on Sepolia and start like making coal and diamonds. The game is pretty basic in the state that it exists right now. You can create a factory that consists of a mine. Let's put it down a conveyor belt and an exporter to export the coal you will be mining. We will upload it to a local prover client running in the background, and that will start churning through. Let me just double check. Oops. Okay, and that should start. I swear it worked half an hour ago, but it worked half an hour ago. So clearly there's something wrong, but not with my code. And it will start churning through, proving at each step, at each tick, like a valid state transition that you can submit to a smart contract, and the smart contract verifies your proof and assigns you the created output, right? So in this example, you can see here on the right-hand side here that I'm earning 1 coal every tick, which is like 3 seconds or something like this. We can make a more complex factory by, for example, making diamonds, like this. And just like that, at the backend, I mean, not just like that. The backend needs to do a little bit of negotiation with the smart contract because it's still, it's very fussy. But eventually, it'll start producing diamonds. And as I mentioned, and one thing that I forgot to mention. Sorry, I didn't sleep much. An important bit about this project is that all the resources you're producing here are actually like real ERC20 tokens that you can trade on Sepolia right now. We didn't manage to get them pooled on Uniswap, even though we tried. So if you know somebody from Uniswap who can help us with that, let us know. But yeah, that's kind of it. If you want to start playing, here's the QR code to the GitHub repository, which contains all the necessary instructions. All you need is some if Sepolia, a command line, and Docker. That's it.
Okay. Congrats, guys. Thank you very much. Congrats again. I didn't know about Docker. You didn't mention that. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much to all of the teams for presenting. I really liked getting a chance to see them at this event. We're going to try to do this for every ZK Hack IRL hackathon that comes to actually get people up on stage. We want to say a massive thank you to all of the volunteers, the AV crew, the venue, the hackers. Thank you to all of you for coming here to spend this time to build with us. It's been really cool.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's well deserved.
Here we have the team that put together ZK Hack Krakow. Agni, thank you. Big thank you. Bringing it to Krakow. We got a chance to see this in January. We found this venue. I'm so glad that we got a chance to put this together. It went splendidly. This is like, for me at least, this is almost like the example hackathon that I always thought we could do. The previous ones were awesome, but also like difficult behind the scenes. This has been really lovely. Gaylord, thank you for being a major part of this event, part of the team. Yeah. Also, thanks for doing the Hacker House this week. He's on
Some of them won, so
yeah, he's on day 7. We also had Quentin also helping in the Hacker House. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for joining. Thanks to Natalia, DC Builder, and Hanya. Thank you to the entire team. Thanks.
Thanks, DC.
So, maybe you're curious, what's next? What's next? So here's what's, ZK Hack, here's what's next. Well, actually, right now, there's 2 study groups running, Moon Math Manual and ZK Whiteboard. So those are sort of already partway started. There's a Thaler book study group starting soon.
Yeah, very soon.
Right?
It depends on Justin Thaler, actually,
yeah.
when he's available, because he's running it. But yeah, keep an eye on the Discord if you want to learn more about this more expert topics. Yeah, it's going to start in the next couple of weeks.
In case you're not familiar with what the study groups are, they are like a self-created group of people in the ZK Hack Discord, which you are now in. You can actually see these channels. Yeah, and people, it's members of the community are leading these. They're going through often material. So in the case of the Moon Math Manual, that's a book. In the case of the ZK Whiteboard sessions, it's a video series. And Thaler, it's also a book. And so, yeah, if you're interested in these, join. And if you're maybe interested in hosting a study group, we love it when members of the community want to take that on. It's a really cool way to get to know people. I ran the 2nd cohort of the ZK Whiteboard sessions study group, and I got to also learn a lot and meet people. It was very cool. So we have another What's Next. So we are excited to say, kind of for the first time, that we're going to be producing a 2nd season or 2nd edition of the ZK Whiteboard sessions. If you've seen those videos, we did I think it was like 16
Yeah,
last
16
time.
models.
We won't be making quite as many for season 2, but we will be making some new ones, and yeah, we're really excited for that. That'll be happening this year. There's also there's IRL meetups coming up. We're kind of on a cadence of like 1 a month right now, so keep an eye out for those as well.
Next one is next Tuesday in Berlin, so you know.
Yeah.
It's close and soon.
And what's next? So
just another thing.
Yeah, someone tweeted this. Again, the learning experience has been fantastic. When next ZK Hack? So we do have it. You might have heard us talk about it actually. Bringing it home. So this is my hometown. So we're going to be doing the next ZK Hack in only 3 months. So we're actually coming faster than usual. August 9th through 11th in Montreal, Canada. So hopefully you'll join us there.
And the applications are open.
Yes.
So you can actually apply.
So you guys get first dibs. We don't have much info there yet. We just really have a venue.
Venue, the dates.
Yeah. Even the colors may change slightly. This is not the final brand.
I like them like that now.
We'll see. But yeah, we're still in workshop mode. So I think, well, that wraps up everything that we have, but the event is not entirely over because this time around, we have this amazing after party really close by, like just behind the stairs over there in the Vodka Museum, which I hope we get to actually go check out.
We do. It's from 7. It's from 7.
Amazing. Okay, so yes, the ZK Hack after party at ALF Zero, the local team, thank you so much for hosting this. It's very exciting. I guess we get to go on the Vodka Museum tour, and then we get to try the vodka that was maybe once upon a time built in this building.
Let's go.
I don't know. I don't know exactly how that works. Oh, one thing I just forgot to mention, all of the winners who came up here, we have some of the original ZK Hack shirts. That's this one? Yeah, this one. So we have the original ZK Hack shirt. So if you don't already have, like, we have given these out at previous ones, but we're kind of like wrapping them up. These are the last of them. So if you don't have that shirt, we're going to be giving it to all of the winners from... Yeah.
Please, winners, come behind us.
Oh, yes.
We'll meet up there.
Go to the room next to the info desk, kind of at the end of the hall, and that's where all the swag is going to be, just after this. All right, so I guess I think that's it. Is that the end? That's the last slide. Wow. Congrats, everybody. What a weekend. What a hackathon. What an amazing group of projects. My God. Oh, yeah, I don't know if you know this. We had 40 submissions.
40, yeah.
40. So we crossed the 100 mark.
Triple digit, yeah.
Yeah, ZK Hack, IRL hackathons now have it's 110 projects.
Yeah.
So cool.
Congrats to all of you.
Thank you all. Woo! Last time our photo was a little lackluster and blurry.
I'm not good at selfies.
Can you guys actually also come into the middle? Because there's like an aisle there. So the ones from the edge, can you just come over here? Just do you mind? Just grab, get up. And you guys too, just come like stand in the middle so we can actually have like a little bit of a...
Embrace the cheesiness.
Yeah, embrace it. I know it's lame, but you know, we like it later. Later we look back with fondness on this moment, so... Also, stand up. Why don't we just stand up? Everybody stand up, yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much. See you at the after party.